Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone...
And a chance! Goal! Argentina! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Swings in across. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Llorente clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. Ambitious ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Martinez. And that's a throw-in. Paredes. McAllister. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Paz going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out towards the right wing. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. He's shifting through the gears here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nice-looking ball. Aguero providing an outlet on that flank. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's on it, can he get away? Pedri cross, terrific effort! We've got a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it out wide. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Martinez is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Daddy Olmo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Aguero. Great vision. There's a no-nonsense tackle. He's cut it out. Zanetti gets it clear. That's the throw. Played back to the goalkeeper. David De Gea. Senesi cuts out the pass. And it's Olmo. And the through ball. Torres receives it in a... And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Aims beyond the defence. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Raul. Senesi gets over and intercepts. Zanetti. Paredes. Oh, this looks sharp. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Argentina have their lead.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Martinez, his whistle's gone, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's not got that quite right. Aguero looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Torres looking for the run. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. Paz. Tries to play it through. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. He slid in and he's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he has shown him a yellow card. Real pressure penalty, this. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Spain drag themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's made its way to him. Now that is a hefty challenge. Corner number 2 then. Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's Lopez. No way through. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Spain have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's McAllister, looking for options for movement. And this is Messi, delivered in. Only partially clear. It's a promising position. He'll try from distance! And that is wildly off target.
Argentina have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
That's an imaginative pass. Pedri. Who saw this coming? Spain have dragged it back at the last. Paz conjures time and space where few can. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. That's destined for the flank. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shot a goal! What about that from Fernando Torres? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movements... Oh no, what has happened here? And Torres! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Aguero. He is through here. Showing great feet there. Cross into the box. De Gea deals with that nice and simple.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's quick to return it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward, the ball at his feet. McAllister. And the counter is on. That looks a cracking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well read, nice interception. And he's intervened well there. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, Pedri! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Pedri deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And here's Torres. And this is Raul. A chance, surely! Well taken goal. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Spain have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And he's going to have his name taken. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Camavinga. Now it's Torres. And that's been intercepted. Raul. Fernando Torres. And the shot! And again! Goal! Spain! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Now it's Camavinga. Griezmann. That's an excellent interception. Camavinga touches it back. Now it's Dembele. Nice interception, well timed. Llorente.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Keeper's got good distance on that. He's through here. He's got away. And that is headed for the middle. That's put pay to the danger. Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. Chips it through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Raul. Neatly clipped into space. And he's... Raul! And yes, it's there! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Oh, he tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Raul. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now it's Llorente. He's found a way through. Judge, surely! Spain have hit a quick-fire double here. Griezmann. Makaleli.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan.
Oh,
here.
he's on his own! It's Dembele! And he's stuck it away! And they are right back within touch! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl!
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And here's Torres. Raul. And this is Raul. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely weighted ball. And here's Lopez. Well read. And the danger is averted. Fermin goes sliding in. Can he get on the end of this? Makalele deals with that comfortably. And here's Torres. Raul. And the finish! Well taken goal. It's all becoming so easy. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And he's done it again. He's got his... There's the shot! And a neat finish. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's been hooked away. Not the most accurate pass. Gives it back. That has been cut short. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Spain are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Spain enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. Back on the way then. That pass has been well intercepted. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Raul, looking for the run. France needed that, they really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a shade optimistic. He has found the way through. Fermin! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well measured.
There they go, hunting again.
Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Raul is having the time of his life here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Griezmann. Mosquera goes direct. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Llorente wins the duel this time. Now, can they get him away? Griezmann crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Pedri, and the pass is intercepted. Raul cuts out the pass. Brilliantly cut out. He is through. Mbappe! Koundé gets over and intercepts. Rodri. And it's Olmo. Llorente gets a good foot in there. And it's been played through. Fermin, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. He's shifting through the gears here. Succumbs to the pressure. Fermin, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Upamecano, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That ball looks a good one. Pinches it off him.
Raul really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
And he shoots! And he's missed it.
France certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Vermin! And the ball's come loose here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter.
Oh, terrible pass. Perez, and he welcomes it in. It'll be a throw-in. Modric, and it's Perez. Great vision. It's Neymar! Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Beckenbauer. Thuram. Desai. Bergomi. Beckenbauer. Vitinha. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's neat. And here's Yamal. Yamal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yamal. Lovely bit of skill. What a throw in. But it's Thuram. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. So we're still where we started right now. Modric promptly onto that, and that is that. Vitinha. Rijkaard. And here's Yamal. Oh, nice touch. Chance! Goal! Botafogo! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
After 24 minutes is number 19, Yamal!
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Spread neatly. That has been cut short.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that's well spotted. Thuram cuts it out. Now it's Yamal. Yamal makes a move down the right. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Perez. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Mbappe. Botafogo are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Knocks it into space. Modric, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure. It's Neymar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
He's got away. Vieira shows great strength. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Ghana truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Modric. Vieira. Neymar! And he's done very well to deal with it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Perez does really well to win the ball there. And it's Neymar. Oh, some astute defending there. Vitinha. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Ghana currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. That gets us going once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, it's Dembele. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Vitinha. And this is Neymar.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for the run. He's being urged. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Rijkaard. Botafogo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Chips it through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Ghana still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Botafogo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've chased it.
Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Ghana, number 16.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Neymar, number 5, Modric, coming on the field. Number
Ghana
8,
really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of
21,
sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Takes the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vitinha, your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
This looks promising. He's found a way through. Vitinha. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
This might spell danger. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Ghana are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! A finish of true class! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Applies the finish! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Not the most accurate pass.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Modric. And that is a little undercooked. 5 minutes left on the clock. Perez cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Thuram was in no mood for any of that. And there's the shot!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that has left him in a heap. Right card, with the foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.